Hi everybody, I'm Aidan Cassie, author-illustrator of a few books, and the one that came out a few years ago, Sterling, Best Dog Ever, is one that I thought I'd read to you today, just in case maybe you're at home, like I'm at home, with not much else to do. I love reading books, so I thought this is the one I would choose, although I have two other books. I also have Little Juniper Makes It Big and The Word for Friend. Maybe I'll show you those at the end. Sterling, Best Dog Ever. The Butlery Cutlery Company, it says on the wall. Now shipping to all the best homes. Sterling slept in a mostly waterproof box on a slightly damp pillow. It was like a house, but not much like a home. No home had wanted to keep Sterling. Not for long. This time will be different, he thought. I'll be different. We can see him up at the top of a big factory, making his way through all of the machinery. Pop, he goes into a box along a conveyor belt. There he goes. And the box ends up in a truck. The next day, the Butlery Cutlery Company delivered Sterling on time and undamaged to the Gilberts' front door. Inside his box, Sterling tried to be as silver and straight as he could, though parts of him wriggled quite uncontrollably. Can you see the wriggling parts? Clearly, he was a fork. Some of the family looks pretty happy. He was not, however, what the Gilberts had ordered. I suppose we could keep him, said the father. He is very small. And very quiet, said the mother. And the very most adorable thing ever, said the girl. It seemed that Sterling could stay. And this time he would make sure he stayed for good. He would be handy and useful. He would be everything the Gilberts wanted in a fork. He'd be the best fork ever. There he is, being a fork at the table. What else does he do? He's also a fork for the baby. He's even a dirty fork in the dishwasher. Only forks do not walk on leashes. They do not sit. They do not fetch. There we go, throwing a stick. And forks never sleep on beds. Sterling was sure of it. There's her bedroom. He looks pretty happy on the floor, even though maybe forks don't go there very often. One evening, when he saw the family eat an entire meal with just their fingers, he began to wonder, what if they don't even need a fork? Maybe they needed a better whisk. Oh, yes. With those egg whites getting all fluffy. He'd be perfect for pastry. Sterling was adaptable. Look at all the things he could be. A chandelier, a paper towel holder, maybe even a lamp. However, Mr. and Mrs. Gilbert were not impressed. Not at all. there he goes. The next morning, the girl took Sterling out, though he couldn't imagine why. He would be the best whatever she needed if she'd just take him back home. Instead, they stopped beside a meadow filled with creatures wiggling and waggling, fetching and frolicking. There they are. Go on, said the girl. Go play. It did look like fun. Maybe the girl wanted him to be... Look at them all. A stick! Where does he go? She's chasing him. Oh, he's very fast. He looks pretty happy, even though he's in the mouth of another dog. Oh, dear. That night, as everyone got ready for bed, Sterling didn't know where he belonged. Not at all. He wanted to make the girl happy, but he didn't know how. Then he saw it. It had been in front of him the whole time. What could he be looking at in her room? What little hints might tell us what he's supposed to be? Sterling leapt into the girl's bed and into her arms. He could see it in her eyes. She just wanted him to be himself. She didn't need him to be a fork or a whisk, a stick or a log. Clearly, he was just Sterling, the huggable, snuggable, perfectly lovable dog. And sometimes pillow. At the very back, I've got some end papers, kind of fun to look at, but this one's all written on because I've had lots of kids hear my story and sometimes I let them sign my book. But if you see it in the library or on a shelf, you can take a look and see all the things that Sterling thinks he might like to be other than a dog. And maybe even a pillow. I'm pretty lucky that somebody made this Sterling for me, so I have my very own Sterling pillow. Come here then. I also have my very own puppy dog who is very much wanting to get some rubs. So I probably should go and give my dog some loving. If you have a pet at home, I hope that you're getting to have lots of fun with them too. So until next time, I'll there we go, show you. You're going to take a look at it too. Here is Little Juniper Makes It Big, a book that just came out in the summer of 2019. And the next book that I've got coming out, there we go, The Word for Friend. So I hope maybe you get to check these out from the library soon. Have a great time at home. Bye-bye.